Hello, 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 everybody. This is Lady L from Success Beyond Strategies with today's business strategies and tips. I got a treat for us the rest of this week. I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be awesome. You definitely want to tune in. I'm going to work on one more thing for today, but tomorrow and Saturday, I know there are some tax exempt organizations out there, commonly known as 501c3 organizations. So I've been working in the lab. This is my lab shirt, Millionaire Mafia. And I'm going to be sharing some information with you. So if you are a beginner in your tax exempt organization process, if you're in the middle of it, if you need a boost in it, if you know other people that are considering it, please get the message out that they need to be on this channel at 12 o'clock tomorrow and 12 o'clock Saturday. Now, Saturday's going to be brief because I'm in my own university with the Magnet Exchange Group. So, going to be quick, but I'm going to make sure that it's content that you can run with. And of course, do me a favor. Please go to my YouTube channel, like, subscribe, leave comment, leave feedback, but most of all, leave your business questions so that I can address them. And we will take this journey together to make sure that you have a successful, profitable business. Now, there may be some, depending on your industry, where you need a physical location to actually do business. I know a lot of us, we do businesses from home. We may have a home office where you have designated a room solely for business purposes so that when you put together your entity, you are making sure that that room is tax deductible for you. So, but for those that need, like, say, a food truck or a physical location to, whether you're in the restaurant business or, the food industry, or if you are in a construction or something where people need to physically come to an office, you may want to ask yourself, well, when should I do that? When should I start looking for that? Well, when you go back to the previous videos of when we talked about how to establish your entity and taking it in baby steps, or what we like to say Barney style. And when you begin to start looking for a location, you've heard the saying, and it is true: location, location, location. Depending on your industry, you want to make sure that you have a building where you have good traffic, where you have a busy flow of people that's coming and going, and that you're able to supply the demand that will meet. If you're in a construction type of a industry, or industry where it doesn't need necessarily a direct flow of traffic, but you do want it to be accessible and easy to get to, whether it's off the beaten path of a highway or something of that nature, you want to make sure that it's easy for your clients to get to it. Small business owners who are tired of paying rent for their business or have an upcoming lease renewal often look to buy a building. Timing is everything. And I don't need to begin to tell you how you need to make sure that your personal and your business credit house is in order. You can visit themagnetexchangegroup.com for further information on that. I can assist in a brief way, but that's where the meat and potatoes are, ladies and gentlemen, so check them out. Purchasing a building can often be good for the bottom line when comparing to leasing. So, again, that has a lot to do with the entity of your business. But you want to, just quick tips, you want to decide on a business location type. You want to make sure that it's already zoned for commercial so that you don't have to go through a whole lot of variant stuff. I can't begin to tell you what it's going to take to go through the variance process. But make sure your business location was within your financial plan. Make sure that you have structured your financial plan, or what people call AKA a budget. You want to make sure that it makes sense. You want to make sure that you know where your break even points are, where your profit margins are, to make sure that it's feasible to get the location at this specific time. And as our fourth stated, consider your brand. What are you trying to do? Who is your target audience? I don't like that word target audience. Who is your ideal client? I like that better. Who is your ideal realm or scope of service to make sure that you're doing that? Think about your vendors and your suppliers. Is your location accessible to make sure that your vendors and your suppliers can come in, especially when you're bringing in 18 wheelers? Can they assess, can they access your location easily and effectively? You'll get more response from them knowing that they don't have to have the headache of going in and out of your location. Find a safe location. Make sure that your location is not where your supplier and vendor is risking their safety, because now that's another insurance issue for you that you don't want to add to your already business expenses. Go where there is a demand. I mean, for a perfect example, I like where you may see a string of hotels. Well, I call that hotel row. Yeah, it gives people a choice, and that's up to you to provide the quality service, that it doesn't matter what the price or location. In that regard, they will come to you because they know what they're going to get with you. But make sure that you are going where there is a demand, especially depending and predicated on your industry. And then think about your recruiting efforts. Think about how you're going to bring people into your space, whether they're employees, whether they're vendors or suppliers, whether your clients and customers. You want to make sure that it's inviting, that it's somewhere where they want to really come and feel that they're going to get the maximum service that they want to take advantage of. Assemble your commercial property team. It takes a village to build a business, just like it takes a village to raise a family. Make sure that you are connected to the type of commercial property team that looks out for location, that looks out for, if you're in construction, people that can help you and assist you in making sure that this is a sound property investment. Analyze a lot, purchase a few. You hear the saying, check, check, recheck, and then check again before you actually go out. Because once you get into that contract and start getting those negotiations going, there's certain things you really don't want to have to second guess. Make sure that the commercial real estate has sound offers connected to it. Do your due diligence in commercial real estate. Yes, you're going to hire a team, you're going to hire people that's going to assist you, but it is so crucially important that you understand the commercial real estate industry, that you understand the game and how it's played. Look into financing options. Make sure that you are looking into sound options for financing. You're in an interviewing position, so interview how long these people have been doing financing. What is their track record in offering financing? Is it sound? Is it reasonable? Does it make sense? If it makes sense to you and you can afford it, then by all means make it happen. Can I buy a commercial property and live in it? Now, I know I'm not the only person that have ever asked that question. I had an opportunity to purchase a commercial property, and then there was a house on the property. So I was able to move into the house. Wasn't able to acquire the business because, again, who you partner with has a lot to do with how well you progress. So make sure your partners see your vision, connected to your vision, there to support the vision, and have proof in the pudding that they're with you. Not lip service, but they're showing you that, yes, I got your back, I'm with you, let's do this. So you may want to look in that type of option if that's the type of situation you're looking at. But no, you can't take a portion of your office and section it off and turn it into a house in a commercial property zone. Check your zonings and make sure that that's doable, because there are some areas that give you that multiple flexibility, but just make sure that you're in compliance so that you're not spending a lot of money. I do not believe in giving the government more money than they should be getting. Pay your taxes, but they don't have to take all your money. So there's ways to go about making sure that your entity is straight, where you're paying your fair share and not everybody else's. Can I deduct startup costs with no real business income? You can either deduct or amortize startup expenses once your business begins rather than filing business taxes with no income. If you were actively engaged in your trade, I repeat, actively engaged, meaning you are doing it every day, and your business isn't is you know how you are in the ground floor and you're just starting to get the momentum going where you're seeing that consistency in your revenue, then you can file and claim your expenses. Refer to a tax accountant for strategies. I can't stress that enough. When you start branching out and you're talking about physical business locations and things of that nature, you need, in your planning process in the very beginning, you need to sit down with a tax accountant and work out some business strategies that will make sure you are being reasonable in your planning, reasonable in your goal setting, reasonable in your timelines of getting certain things done. I can't emphasize this enough, and this is going to be my closing remark. You must be patient with your process. There's timelines involved when you're filing your entities. There's timelines involved when you're setting up certain things. There's timelines involved when you are acquiring properties and information. Please have your paperwork in order. Have a sound, organized filing system. Respond in a timely manner because some things, timing is critical. With that being said, thank you so much for joining me with Business Strategies and Tips with Lady L. These are posted on my Facebook page. They are posted on my YouTube channel, Lady Vern. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification button so that as other things are popping up, it can jump right into your feed and you can jump into it. And most of all, if you have any business questions, you can leave your comments and questions there. You can leave your comments and questions where I can address them for you. And just make sure that you are walking in the vision, mission, and purpose that God has given you for your business. This is the time, this is the season right now to be about what you are called about, what you are gifted about, what you are talented about. Step out. Come, get rid of the complacency zone because there's no comfort in it. It's just complacency in disguise. So, step out. Make sure that you're connected to the right people. Make sure that your environment. Oh man, my session this morning in my life changing alliance class and my morning show with the Magnet Exchange Group, we were talking about these very things. You have got to make sure you're surrounding yourself with people that are visionarians as well and that they are doing what you're looking to do. They've done the work, they've got the t-shirt to prove it. Hang around these kinds of people because they're the people that's going to bring you to your next dimension in your business and in your life. With that being said, have a great and wonderful day. Gonna go get pampered because today is a special day for me. Do that for yourself. Enjoy this high holy weekend. I'm excited. Things are happening this weekend. Good Friday tomorrow. For some, it's Passover. Some have just completed Ramadan. This is a high holy season. This is a high holy month. Make sure that you are getting connected to God the way you need to connect to Him. This is that time to build that personal, intimate relationship with Him. Let Him be the CEO of your business and you be the COO and get a CFO and just work together. Be led by the Spirit of God, and you will prosper. Love you guys. Talk to you tomorrow, 12 noon. Bye bye.